So, Sunday morning, we are off to Poland. I'm at Alicante Airport saying goodbye to the sunshine for the first time in 7 months. I haven't left Spain. I believe it's about a 3.5 hour flight to Warsaw. Currently waiting for my dear friend Danny, who's had a pretty rough week. I'm hoping to cheer him up a little bit as we head off to Poland. And as usual, when I go on a trip, you guys are coming with me. Danny, Ryanair, I think I've seen bigger coffins than these seats.
Yeah, mate. I'm going to have trouble with my knees here, and I might have to cut a little wedge out of these seats. Oh, I'll tell you what, it is tiny. And we've got priority. We paid for the extra bits.
Looking forward to Poland?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not?
See what it brings, mate. Let's see what it brings.
Good man. So we've just landed in Warsaw. Danny insists on saying Warsaw. He thinks we're in the West Midlands. You alright, Dan?
It's cold for the West Midlands, isn't it? No one's speaking any English here. Weird, isn't it?
It's bloody freezing.
I tell you what, mate, coming from Spain to here.
I tell you what though, it does remind me of Gatwick.
I tell you what, he's a miserable bastard on the plane. He slept for most of it, had his hands in his, head in his hands and all that lot.
Head in my hands. I've always got my head in the hands on a plane.
You know what I mean?
Right, Danny, hotel, here we come. See you later. So, just arrived in the hotel. Not bad at all. Let's have a little look round. It is. There we go, there's the bathroom. Very nice, there's the room. I think Danny's is the same. Not bad at all. Let's have a look out the window. What sort of view we got? Not a lot. It's a little bit like London, to be fair.
It's beautiful. I saw pictures the other day. They say that's one of the most beautiful cities here. Krakow's really nice too. They say that's 2 hours away.
No, you've got to go into.
You got to get a train to Krakow and take a car to for an hour. So it's about 40 minutes. About 2 hours and 40 minutes.
How many subs have you got? 2,300. Okay, that's good, right?
Look, it's how big my head is. Tiny my head though.
Mate, I'm getting into this.
So it's the end of our first day here in Poland. I've only been here about 6 or 7 hours and just met a few of the early arrivals, as you would have seen on the live streams that I've put up over the weekend. Off to bed now. Tommy and the others arrive tomorrow and the celebrations really begin. So I'm off to bed and we'll crack on again in the morning. So Tuesday morning we are off to a British War Memorial in Warsaw. Quite a gathering of us.
What?
We're back here before one.
Yeah, we are.
That's all right.
You okay?
So you'll know when the bump turns up and I'll get in the class.
You okay?
It's keeping a little bit cold, keeps you alert, doesn't it? Stay alive.
No, there was no guns, there was no ammo, so because of that, they were, one of the testimony I heard from the soldiers who survived, civilians who survived, who was fighting, he says it was so precious to get an ammo or a piece of any
Around a bullet.
Yeah, he says we started to do posters, one bullet, one German. They were so happy to get 4 or 5 bullets from that German that it was so precious. They had nothing to fight with. They had no tanks.
Pitchforks.
Yeah,
Pitchforks.
that's right. Yeah.
I
So
love the fact that
Find an army.
one
They-
bullet, one
one-
German,
yeah.
that precious. They
had the
made
posters.
that deterrent policy of, listen, if you come here, we've got 4 bullets. That's going to be 4 German soldiers.
so
Amazing.
that's hard. That's how hard it was.
What
So
mentality, though.
there was no food. Obviously, the city was closed. I mean, there were no food at all.
So if you read this, it says, in this place on the night of the 14th of August 1944, whilst bringing help to the Warsaw uprising, the crew of 178 Bomber Squadron Royal Air Force Liberator EV-961 gave their lives. We salute their memory. And that plane crashed into the river that is opposite there.
And he says, we were so angry when we found out that that's the food. Now, you see the passion? They didn't think about
Mindset.
biological needs. They were ready to die to
Pure
fight.
passion and pride for their country.
And they were trying to take care of them. You know, eat something fresh. No, we want to fight. We want to die. You're ready to die. For some, it's too romantic. For some, it's, oh, you shouldn't die. We need you in the future. But they didn't want to live like that. They didn't want to live under the occupation. And what do we have now? Another occupation.
But we have an occupation.
Yeah, not us.
think you do here.
Thank God. But
maybe European Union.
people are dying on the streets, and you cannot fight. You cannot protect yourself. People are dying.
They're getting raped and murdered every day in the UK.
Every
This
single
is
day.
the ultimate sacrifice that we talk about that people don't get in the UK when we say we're giving the ultimate sacrifice for our country. That's exactly that. The food's dropping. We don't want food. We just want to fight. 1 bullet per German soldier. That's pure sacrifice. That's the ultimate sacrifice, that when you have people on TV, the old veterans that are going on TV and they're being belittled by Adil Ray by going, well, what's the ultimate sacrifice? Well, we don't expect you to understand Adil Ray. You know, just look at yourself, and you look nothing like any of us or those that sacrificed on the beaches of Normandy. You know, that's the ultimate sacrifice that we talk about, that I get, that people get when they're standing here, because they're so proud of their country. They're willing to give their lives for their country.
And you're very in touch with the British military still, yeah?
Yeah, very much so.
Do you think people would fight for Britain now? Do you think they'd fight for the government? Do you think the military? Because I speak to people in the military, and they said, "Come on, let's go war with Russia." Yeah, good one. We don't want to go war with Russia. So I hear people talk. What's your feeling coming out of the military? Are they demoralised?
I advise them not to. I advise people not to join the military with the current state of affairs that's happening. There's zero national pride. There's zero. Even the military has been compromised. They're being used as a political tool. You know, the Labour government, the current government, and the narrative and the agenda that's coming from Europe, the external politics that's being used in the UK, is everything anti-British, anti-England, anti-national pride. Why would you go and fight for a country that doesn't even support you, that doesn't even want you there? It's
let the migrants go fight.
Well, listen. This is
With
what
their rainbow flags.
This is what they're doing at the moment. Listen, the fight's still. You watch the fight that's happening now. Why do you think they're putting them in military bases right now? You think that's a coincidence? They're fortifying them, and there's a whole agenda that's happening underneath that is a lot more sinister and a lot more darker than you think.
What do you mean by that? The people in being imported
Yeah.
are part of a wider
Wider narrative.
military plan.
100%.
Because everyone says they're fighting age military, and I've seen some interviews of them basically all saying they're military, whether it be Afghani, from different countries.
We are teeing ourselves up for the biggest disaster, and I would say probably not next year, but in 27. There's a ringing through the grapevine that something's going to happen in 2027 if we don't stop these boats from coming over, if we don't stop these migrants from not only being housed in our hotels and then being moved into military bases, but they're setting up a whole militia, if you wish, I believe, and what I've heard, because my ear is very close to the ground, that's happening in the UK right now. It's not just a case of these immigrants are coming in. There's a lot darker forces that's happening behind the scenes.
No, what my takeaway from Poland is that they've been fueled by pride, and that's how they've survived, purely based on pride alone. You know about pride. What is the importance of pride? National pride.
We are going to be the red squirrels. That's basically the analogy. I remember years ago I was going to do a t-shirt, a red squirrel with all grey squirrels surrounding it. That's exactly what's happening in London, 33% white. That's exactly what's happening in every major city. You're being replaced by a more aggressive, hostile, violent, imported community of grey squirrels or Muslims. So the grey squirrels are the Muslims, right? I always get it back to Islam all the time. I made that story from the grey squirrels and the red squirrels into Islam. It's a true analogy. Imported in, hostile, violent, replaced them. And now there's no red squirrels in the UK. Do you want to be a red squirrel?
Love it.
Are you looking for the red squirrel? Yeah.
Wakey, Polly Bucket.
Well, that was a very emotional moment. The Polish people obviously still very grateful to the British for our help and input during the Second World War. So it's quite incredible. We're with Dominik, obviously, and we're being escorted and looked after by 4 former Polish military guys. They are unbelievable. Talk about professional. It's just incredible. This is a different thing here in Poland. Their national pride is just on another level. So Tuesday afternoon, we are soon going to be making our way down to the event for the 4th time in the last 24 hours. Dominik has treated us to a wonderful lunch. He's been the most superb host that you could ever wish for. What a gentleman, what an absolute gentleman. So let's make our way down to the celebration and see what's going on.
Say it loud, say it clear. The AY show is fucking here. That's my slogan, isn't it?
Independence Day, we are here. The streets are absolutely rammed.
Czyli powstanie suwerennego państwa polskiego. No i widzimy reprezentację największych monarchów w Polsce. Oczywiście ten poczet rozpoczyna nie kto inny jak sam król.
The willingness to fight for your country, to be proud of your country. Unlike clearly what's going on in the UK, I don't think
Ziemi polskiej do Polski, za twoim przewodem, złączym się z narodem. Marsz, marsz Dąbrowski, z ziemi włoskiej do Polski, za twoim przewodem, złączym się z narodem. Już tam ojciec do swej pasi mówi zaplakany. Słuchaj jedno, pomóż nasi biją w karawany. Marsz, marsz Dąbrowski, ziemi włoskiej do Polski.
Zgodnie z literą prawa jestem zobligowany o tym wspomnieć. Przypominamy o bezwzględnym zakazie używania środków pirotechnicznych.
Naprawdę Mateusz nie jest taki zły, naprawdę. Nie należałoby się, nie należałoby się.
Zobowiązanie obrony naszych praw, obrony naszego państwa i wskazania drogi innym narodom, jak to robić, bo oczy Europy zwrócone są na nas. Tutaj przyjeżdżają ludzie odetchnąć pełną piersią, zaczerpnąć tej atmosfery wolności.
Guys, spot the sniper. There he is. So we finally managed to catch up with everyone.
It brings us all together, and it just shows solidarity, which a nation should do. So, proud to be here. We have tons of people.
Musimy nie uciekać i zejść z drogi!
Prosimy zejść na chodnik!
Nasza miłość i ducha jest największa, ojca na syna.
Proszę jeszcze troszeczkę, na chodnik, proszę! Hey guys, please stay. back, please.
Po lewej widzimy kolejną tęczową szmatę. Ale my pokażemy, że nie damy się im produkować. Lecimy swoje!
There's no way Thomas is fine.
Dawaj! Łapy ekipa! Antifa! Łapy ekipa!
Pretty intense, everyone. Pretty intense, I've got to tell you. Quite a sight. For you British politicians, I wonder how many of you could turn up in the middle of Warsaw in a Patriots March and get a reception like Tommy. It's like Elvis has showed up.
I'm going to try and catch a picture when he ain't got a smile on his face. I've never seen one yet.
Yo, what's up, man? We are in England. Sure.
Hey, Tommy.
Hey.
Tommy, już tak.
Kolego, przejdź dalej, proszę cię.
British flag. Hundreds of thousands of Patriots marching. It's beautiful. The atmosphere is beautiful.
Hey, Tommy.